I'm gonna dismantle this pallet and repurpose the wood. We're building potato boxes. This is the last chore of the long work weekend. And then you know what? See that hammock back there? It's gonna be hammock time. In this video, we will be building a potato grow box from a salvaged pallet and some scrap lumber from a project I did over last fall. Keep in mind, none of this lumber is treated. You definitely don't want to grow food in pressure-treated lumber. It's full of chemicals and it'll leach right into your food. You do not want to ingest that. So I'm going to dismantle a pallet and then we're going to take the other lumber, we're going to cut it down to size, and we're going to assemble a potato box. And you start out not very deep. So maybe a foot, and you plant your potatoes, and then as the summer goes along, you just keep adding layers and layers and layers as the plant grows. And what that does is it makes it so that way the potato keeps sprouting more and more and more roots along the way. And instead of just getting a base layer of potatoes, you get a vertical column of a whole lot of potatoes. I'm pretty excited for that. We're gonna build 2 of them. So let's get started. So that did not take long at all. Some of the wood, I kind of figured this would happen, got a little destroyed in the dismantling process, so I'll just cut out the good pieces. Luckily, I have a ton of extra scrap lumber that I can use to supplement what we have from this pallet. Okay, so right now I'm working with the limitations of the lumber I have. Highest we can go is 45.5 inches, which is going to be perfect for how tall we want these potato boxes to be. I also have some scrap plywood and works out perfectly. Those are 24 inches long and they are a foot high. And that's gonna actually work out really great with the lumber I salvaged from the pallet. So what we're gonna end up doing is 45.5 inches tall. These boxes are gonna be 2 feet by 2 feet square. And then the first layer we're gonna do is going to be 1 foot high, and that'll be the soil bed where we plant our potato starters. Let's get some of this wood cut down to size. Potato box number 1 is going right here. Potato box 1, complete. That did not take long at all. Potato box number 2 is going right there. Potato box number 2, complete. I think that one went together even faster than the first one. So let's get some soil in these guys. Another good gardening tip, always face the wheelbarrow in the direction that you want to go once it's full, because turning it when it's full is hard. We are quite literally scraping the bottom of our extra soil supply. I don't think this could have worked out any more perfectly. All right, we've got our soil and our azomite rock dust mixed together. Let's get these potatoes in the ground. Potato box number 1, we're gonna do 2 purple and 2 red. On to box number 2. So really quick, before we get these potatoes in box number 2, I just want to talk about prepping your potatoes. You want to cut them so there's one eye, and then the other side is dried out. So you want to dry these out 2 days prior to planting them. And when you put them in, you go 6 inches down into the soil with the eyes facing up. In this bed, we're going to do 1 more purple, 1 red, and 2 of the Yukon Gold. So quick bonus, under the tarp where we had all our extra soil, pull back the tarp, and this is perfect arable land. So we're gonna mix in a little bit of our own homebrew compost and a little bit of the azomite rock dust, turn it all over by hand with shovel, and we're gonna just plant some extra stuff there. We had a couple extra potatoes, so we're just gonna sow those right in the ground, but yeah, sweet. All right, thanks for joining me on this adventure building potato boxes. And again, bonus, we have potatoes in the ground. It has been one heck of a weekend. Remember how things looked before we started? All of the gardens were overgrown. The soil was dried out. We didn't even have a bed behind our garage, and now we have an extra raised bed. We have all of the mulch, all the weeds gone. We have these potato boxes. We have another whole 3 rows of potatoes, and I practically live on potatoes. So I say you can never have too many potatoes, and I think that's the truth. So go ahead, hit the like button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your gardening stories, your successes and failures. We can learn from each other. That's what's great about the internet. Go ahead and subscribe. We have a lot of good stuff coming at you. That really wraps up what we have for this long work weekend, getting the garden going. So I will see you on the next video.